Okay, like with, today I work 8 in the morning to 3:30. So, this guy is, but, I guess, like with yesterday, that's the thing I kind of was thinking about was some of my supervisor training after when I thought I was uncalled for when Dan Scolford, one of the managers of the front end, pretty much snapped at me when I brought carts in. And I'm like, so you're going to allow the boys to drag carts from the other side away to the indoor, but not me. And I get snapped at and threatened. But yeah, even when one of his precious high school boys came in, I think just for visiting or shopping, whatever, but on their day off. And here he was all acting buddy-buddy with the boy. And I'm like, I can't push that many carts. And I don't want to say that to Dan the manager. The most I can push is 6 carts. I got a bad shoulder. It might not be in joint. Or I might have a torn rotator cuff. And I probably would be told I can't push carts anymore. My right knee got worse. Now I have to wear a knee brace all the time. And I'm wearing one today, but it's underneath my pants so no one can see it at work. And my left foot, it gotten really bad too. And it's like, what you're pretty much telling me is I should hurt myself and push more than what I could handle and wind up hurting myself or making it so my right knee all of a sudden comes totally undone and I can't get off the ground. You know, that's a bit like being uncalled for. His attitude ain't very good with Dan the manager, but yeah, it's like, and I remember everything that Christina told me that you can actually get demoted over, and I believe, yes, bad attitude is one of them. Besides, if you're friends with anyone underneath you, you can get demoted over that too, is what Christina said at Shopco. And you couldn't be friends with anyone above you either. So, I think you also couldn't ring anyone up that you're friends with or dating or family. Or you could get demoted, I think is how Shopco took it. So, and you couldn't be in a relationship with anyone pretty much under you, otherwise demotion. You couldn't favor anyone, otherwise you could be demoted over that too. You gotta be fair and unbiased. And yet you had to make sure the apartment looked nice and clean and well stocked, is how she put it. And you had to do anything the store manager asked you to. Even though you always would have an assistant manager lurking, you know. But, and that's the thing is, it's like, that's why I'm always so scared to come into work, you know. It's like, you don't know if Dan snaps one of these days and all of a sudden fires me for no reason. It's like, you know, and I don't want to see this in arts. If you do this, I would take this to unemployment. If they recommend me to sue Menards over it for wrongful termination, I would. But right now I'm also trying to get 1,000 signatures on my petition. I might share it to that group that I gotten into yesterday. So I was talking to someone that was with United for Respect. So they got a secret Facebook group in that. And what I'm gonna try to do is I might share that link even on here, just because I figure if I get 1,000 signatures, it would definitely force Walmart to consider that maybe they did something wrong in their investigating, plus the fact that maybe we shouldn't have fired her or red flagged her. Because technically, if they claimed I watched something inappropriate when I didn't, wouldn't it mean that they watched it too? Let alone, and they would change their story on it, but technically they did broke Walmart policy themselves and ethics, because they broke state law, because that's called invasion of privacy. And yeah, Walmart's claiming that they could look at that. That was the kicker. And I'm like, no, they can't now without permission, because they could face actually jail time or a fine over looking over my shoulder at my phone without my permission. So, especially when I had no sound coming out of my phone and it was this Candy Crush saga. I mean, even Walmart admitted there was no physical evidence or proof, so they can't really. So it's like there was really no way of investigating, But I guess like Gene, he still wants to talk about the possibility of suspending the job search. But it's like, I guess Marine Credit Union, Travis Peterson, still hasn't emailed me back, even though I emailed everything that he wanted. And I'm like, do we gotta go back and talk to Wisconsin Credit Union? Because they'll move quicker than this. Because we want to get to start looking for a house, and let alone a different apartment, and move in real fast. So, and this would also help me so I could get out of Menards real fast, too. Because I don't really want to work at Menards anymore with the way Dan Sculford has been acting. And, even I don't want to say this to everyone. I really do get so fucking scared to come into work. Because I'm afraid either a customer's going to scream and holler at me because I can't hear them, or a customer will try beating me up right in the middle of the road in front of a camera for no reason over a regular cart when you can't hear over them. Or Dan will blast off and all of a sudden fire you for no reason when you're just doing your job. This yesterday morning, I had to do the checklist, which means I had to check the maintenance on all the cart croughs to check if they're bolted or broken, and then I had to go check if the rails had markers still up, if the baskets were still connected to the rails inside the store. I had to check if the shopping carts needed any maintenance. I had to sweep the parking lot. I had to clean out the cigarette things like they wanted on that checklist. And yeah, I still fell behind because, like I said, they should have just had me come in at 6 a.m., not 8 a.m. just to do that checklist. And it would have got done a lot quicker.